Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Toss-Up. I'm Riley Woodall. The month of April is here, and with it, the warm temperatures. But more importantly, America's favorite pastime is back. The 150th season of Major League Baseball has arrived. Thousands of fans have awakened from their 6-month slumber to watch their favorite players and teams once again. The food is good, the fellowship is better, and the ballparks are packed and alive. And with the star power and skill in the league, the 2025 edition of America's Game is shaping up to be historic. We'll break down the storylines, players, and teams to watch in the sport that has been passed down through generations and will live on for generations to come. It's all next on the Toss-Up. And welcome to the Toss-Up, everyone. I'm joined by a stacked panel of baseball heads, Alex Hines, Adam Oppenheim, and Henry Thuss. We'll hear from Joe Elms in just a little bit. Thank you all for coming on the show to talk some MLB. We're only about a week into the 2025 season, but there's still quite a bit to talk about. What are your guys' main takeaways from opening week?
Well, I really missed the challenge system already from spring training. I mean, I came into this season, the first game or two, I saw a called strike that was not in the zone, and I thought to myself, man, he should challenge that. And then I completely forgot that that was only for the spring training. And it's like, it was a great testing ground. It's been tested now at multiple levels. Spring training, I think they did it in indie ball as well. Yeah. And it looked good. Everybody liked it, and it's gone again. So please bring it back. I miss it already. It's been, what, a week?
Yeah. No, I think some of my main takeaways are the standings really don't mean anything in the first week of the season. The Yankees, first of all, hitting 4 home runs a game. That's not going to last. The Red Sox being so bad is not going to last. The St. Louis Cardinals are not going to be this good.
I don't know about that.
No, I do know about that. And the Padres, they're obviously not going to be undefeated. The Marlins at the top of the NL East, like, come on. No way.
Tell me the Marlins are
Adam saying
walking
don't
off.
take stock in it. Don't take stock.
No stock.
How about those fish and the Pirates? Need a 7-game series. I think my biggest takeaway is, the biggest story of the week has been the torpedo bats. These things are coming out. Some guy at MIT figured out if you put more wood where a guy hits the ball the most often, you're going to hit it farther. And honestly, it works. But again, like Adam said, I wouldn't buy stock in the torpedo bats. I think ultimately, will they help a few hitters out? Yeah, they will. But are they going to really change the game and make everyone Aaron Judge? No, Tim Anderson is not going to be Aaron Judge. I know the Mariners put in an order for them. Is that going to help them? Probably not. They just suck. So that's what I see with the torpedo bats.
And it's not even necessarily the newest phenomenon either. We're seeing a bunch of people posting pictures of bats. There's a metal bat I saw that had that same torpedo shape from years ago. I think Marty Peavy, a AAA head coach, said that he was doing that when he was a player. He had a torpedo-style bat. So I think it's just one of those things where we're just rediscovering rather than necessarily re-innovating.
Yeah, I agree.
Adam mentioned it. I'm going to throw it out briefly. The Padres look really, really good. 1 run given up by the bullpen in 6 games. As of this taping, right, we're taping this on Wednesday. That's incredible numbers from the pitching staff. The offense is really good. How about Gavin Sheets? What do you guys know about Gavin Sheets?
Hey, Gavin Sheets is a young rookie. He's coming up. He's worked through the Padres system. This kid's a stud. He's going to be good.
Yeah, he's going to be really, really good. I don't know if they can sustain as much. I don't think they're going to go undefeated, but they're going to be a team that's right in the mix. They look really, really good right now. We're going to bring in Joe Elms for some team stock analysis. Joe, which team should fans put more stock into? Which team should fans of the team really sell their shares in? And then which team should fans buy stock in right now?
Well, I'd say fans should put some more stock into the Chicago Cubs. The NL Central seems so wide open this year. Yes, I know that's a popular selection among our panelists. But listen, the NL Central seems so wide open this year, and the Cubs have really just made it clear that they do not want a repeat of last season's disappointment in which they went 83-79, but just missed out on that final wild card spot in the NL. And the acquisition of Kyle Tucker from the Houston Astros this past offseason could very well be a game changer. Put more stock into the Northsiders to win the NL Central. And as for a team you should stay away from, we'll stay in that same division. I'll go with the Milwaukee Brewers. The departure for Willie Adames will sting, and I just don't see the hitting being as strong as it was in years past. And as for a team you should buy stock in right now, give me the Detroit Tigers. Last year's run was not a fluke. You heard it here first. The hitting should make another leap forward with the likes of Kerry Carpenter, Riley Green, Gleyber Torres coming in from New York, and others. But the pitching is the real calling card here. Tariq Skubal might very well be in line for another Cy Young Award. Maybe crazy to say, but maybe not. He's one of the best pitchers out there. And I know they're a tad bit unhealthy right now, but when everyone comes back and gets healthy, winning should follow.
Solid analysis there from Mr. Elms. I like that. I like how he broke that down. Buy, sell, and really start investing in those teams. You heard it from Mr. Joe Elms. It's time to address the elephant in the room, gentlemen. Shohei Ohtani and the Dodgers are looking to surpass the 116 regular seasons win record set by the 1906 Cubs and the 2001 Mariners. Will they do it? And if so, what are they going to need to do to get to that mark, even beat it and surpass it? And if not, what's going to stand in their way?
You know, as a Dodgers fan, I want to say they will. I would love it. That would be cool.
Yeah, so they can flame on the playoffs.
Right? Ultimately, it doesn't matter a ton. I don't actually think it will happen. Winning 116 games in the major leagues takes a team being incredibly healthy. It also takes a huge aspect of luck. There's luck in baseball, but to get over that hump of 108 games roughly, you need some luck on your side. I think they win 108 games. I think they're going to be injured at times. They have so much talent, but sometimes having that much talent can make you injury prone. And so I see this team, I think we're going to lose starting pitchers during the season. I think there's going to be guys that get hurt, but ultimately they'll win 108 games, they'll get in the playoffs, but they're not going to set the record.
Adam and Alex.
I mean, I don't think there's any way they can set the record. I mean, you just look at the way baseball's trending, the modern game. There seems to be more injuries, unfortunately. And, I mean, Freddie Freeman was hurt at the end of the playoffs last year. Mookie Betts was injured during the season. Dustin May came back after being out of baseball for nearly 2 years. I just don't think you can expect every pitcher to be able to be ready to go every 5 days and every hitter to be in the lineup, 150 times at least. That'd even be a stretch for some.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough just to get to that 110 you mentioned. I mean, there's only been a handful of teams that have ever done that. The Dodgers, yes, they did it once, but at the same time, still, it's just going to be very difficult. I think they do have, when I say glaring holes, I say for a team that's going to win that many games.
Right.
They're still going to be the best team in baseball. There's no doubt about it. But you need to be that one extra step above, and I'm not quite sure they have that. I think, again, pitching, they've got good depth, but they have about 4 or 5 guys get hurt every year. I mean, it's just absurd that that's followed them around for a long time.
It's going to happen. We'll lose a few guys like Dustin May. There's no way he pitches a full season.
Right.
So
yes.
that's how I see it going.
Real quick pop quiz for you guys. How far did the 1906 Cubs go when they set that record?
I think they got one and done. I thought.
They got one and
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
They
World
lost
Series.
to, that?
And they lost to
Sox.
the
Yeah,
White
Sox.
Sox.
They lost in the World Series. Okay.
What a difference a century makes, right? Sorry, White Sox fans. Also, how far did the 2001 Mariners go?
The 2001
They
Mariners,
lost in the
they lost in the
division series, I think.
first round, yeah.
I mean, they haven't made a World
ALCS to
Series.
the
ALCS.
New York Yankees.
And then
So-
they won the World Series.
Yeah, so
there you go.
it's up and down, right?
Yeah.
It's like the regular season success is kind of a double-edged sword, right? Like how much do you want it, how much do you not want it? You really want to be hitting the ground running towards the tail end of the regular season to make a run at a World Series. Speaking of, outside of Shohei Ohtani and the LA Dodgers, who's a star player and a team you guys think are going to be right in the mix to make a postseason run and potentially contend for a World Series title?
Well, I think the most underrated team in the major leagues is the Texas Rangers and Corey Seager, who, I mean, talk about the Rangers won a World Series a couple of years ago. They have a good
Joe
pitching
liked
staff.
that one, by the way.
A good bullpen.
like that one.
Shout out Joe Elms, Nate Eovaldi on the mound is an absolute dog. I mean, they have a pretty good lineup. Talking about Garcia as well as Seager. And the bottom part of the lineup isn't bad also.
I'm going to take a real dark horse here, and this is one many people. It's a real fringe playoff team right now. I think the San Francisco Giants can really go on a run. I could see them make the NLCS behind their star pitcher, Logan Webb. He doesn't like it. No, Logan Webb, this kid, when he made his debut in the playoffs in 2021 against one of the best Dodger teams and one of the best teams in baseball ever, Logan Webb went out and fired almost 15 innings of one-run ball. He is such a dominant pitcher. He can also give you so many innings, so you don't have to rely on a bullpen. I could see him carrying the Giants to the NLCS.
Alex.
I love me some Logan Webb, first off.
He's a good pitcher. There's nothing against him, by the way.
I'm going to stay in the division. I'm going to go with the Diamondbacks. I mean, they won the pennant just 2 years ago. The addition of Corbin Burns is going to be huge. They needed that one extra guy at the top of the rotation. Now you've got Burns, Zach Gallen, who I absolutely love. Merrill Kelly is all right. And then you've got Brandon Pfaadt, Pride of Bellarmine, who is, he got thrown into the fire.
Pride of Bellarmine.
Pride of Bellarmine.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know
Pride of
about
Bellarmine.
Pfaadt, I mean.
And I do like their offense still. I mean, Eugenio Suarez, bane of my
Bane of your existence.
yeah. Keeps hitting homers.
And the Yankees now.
And Corbin Carroll. I do like that team. I think they took that necessary extra step.
Yeah, I'll throw out the Padres and then the Phillies. Joe will like that one too. I'm watching those two teams. They're going to be right in it. And they've got the star power to win one this year for sure and contend with the Dodgers and the Yankees. Speaking of Joe, we're going to bring him back in. Mr. Elms, I'm going to call this one Money on the Rise, who are 3 young gun players that will be sensational in the league this year.
Yeah, thank you, Riley. I mean, my first guy, how can you not go with Jackson Merrill in San Diego? Hit 24 home runs, racked up 90 RBIs. Rookie should make another leap this year and become one of the best outfielders in the game. And not to mention, earlier today, I believe, now freshly paid the big bucks, that massive extension to stay in San Diego for the long term. Number 2, I'll stay in the NL West. Give the Colorado Rockies some love. Now, you might be thinking, what? The Rockies? They're terrible. Well, you're not wrong, but that doesn't mean they don't have talent, okay? Outfielder Brenton Doyle, he hit 260, had a 764 OPS, 23 home runs, 72 RBI in 2024. I foresee another big year from the quickly developing 26-year-old center fielder, a young piece in the Rocky Mountains. And for the third and final, give me 25-year-old Wilyer Abreu in Boston. Gotten off to that white-hot start this season, showed gobs of potential in 2024. And don't be surprised, gentlemen, if he hits over 20 home runs and brings in over 70 RBI in 2025.
Yeah, those are good picks, Joe. I'll throw in 3 more for you. Paul Skeens, Eddie De La Cruz, and Gunnar Henderson. All 3 on the cover of MLB The Show this year. They're going to be really fun to watch. Good stuff from Joe Elms, as always. Thanks for coming on the show, my man. Appreciate the time. All right, last question before we go to break. It's time for you guys to bring some high heat, as they call it. Hot takes for the 2025 season, real quick.
I'll start. I think I love the Boston Red Sox this year. They added Garrett Crochet. He's incredible. Yeah, right? Yeah.
Dude, that's a good pick.
They're agreeing on something over
You
there.
might
There we
like
go.
that.
We're getting
Walker Buehler, my guy. He's a playoff performer. He hasn't been healthy in a few years, but man, when you get Walker Buehler going, you're going to have a good pitcher down the stretch, and you got an offense all with talent all across the roster. So I think the Red Sox can not only win 90 games, I think they can win the American League.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Throwing out some high heat. Adam.
So my hot take is there are going to be 2 perfect games this season. Now, the last time there was a perfect game in the MLB was 2 years ago, Domingo Germán. Before that was Felix Hernandez in, I believe, 2012. And one of those perfect games will be by Joe Ryan. Just a random shout at a player who pitches deep into the ball game whenever he pitches. And another is going to be a player that's so random, even more random than Domingo Germán, just like a 5th starter on a random team.
Boy.
I'm not going to throw out a name.
Just,
But I think is that not high enough?
That's fair.
I
That's
mean,
fair.
the Flyers coming up over there. Come on.
Alex, what you got?
I've got 1 player, 1 team.
Okay.
The leader in homers this year is not going to be Aaron Judge. It's not going to be Shohei Ohtani. Give me Brent Rooker of the should still be in Oakland Athletics.
Yeah.
He hit a bunch of homers last year, over 30. I think he'll continue that. And then baseball's a team sport. And so I think the Royals are going to epitomize that. Bobby Witt's going to win the MVP. I'm going to have Cole Reagans winning Cy Young.
Wow.
And they're still going to miss the playoffs.
Wow. That's awesome.
See how you guys feel about this one before we go to break.
Yeah.
I haven't shown the Cardinals a lot of love. They're going to make the postseason. NLDS, maybe the championship
I think
series.
there's too many good teams in the NFL.
They'll make Cancun.
And look, Lars Nootbaar, best name in baseball.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Yeah.
He's doing
He is.
really, really well. The pitching will be fine. I don't know if it's going to be good enough to really get him that way, but we'll see. They can turn it on. And Nolan Arenado, he's regressed a little bit. He started off the season a little rough, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish the season. So keep an eye on the Cardinals. I know the Cardinals and the Cubs are going to be going at it. That's going to be a fun thing to watch.
Oh, fun time.
Still to come on the toss-up, the guys will be analyzing some players to keep an eye on this year. Back in a moment.
You're watching IU Student Television. The Toss-Up, Fridays on IUSTV.
Welcome back to the Toss-Up, everyone. It's time for a new segment called At the Plate. Here's how it works. Henry, Adam, and Alex each have a player or two they will be analyzing and breaking down the specifics of their game. Henry, you're first. Step up to the plate.
Let's talk one of our greats of the game, Jacob deGrom. He hasn't been healthy since 2019. He hasn't thrown a full season. I think there's some adjustments he made where he can make a comeback. You're going to see here, Jacob deGrom is absolutely dominating the Boston Red Sox, and you're going to see on all 6 of his strikeouts, it's all breaking balls. Jacob deGrom is making an effort to throw more breaking balls to stay healthy. He's also going to dial back his fastball velocity. You see here, look at that slider right there. It's one of the best sliders you'll see. You'll see on this graph in a second. I mean, that slider is so gross. You'll see on the graph right here, Jacob deGrom's four-seam velocity, he has taken it down willingly in an effort to stay more healthy because high heat equals getting injured. You also see on this next graph here that Jacob deGrom is going to be throwing his breaking balls more. The uptick in changeups and sliders that you're going to see right here and the downtick in fastballs is his effort to stay healthy. He's made this consciously. There was a great article by Jeff Passan talking about it because he wants to be out there and win championships for the Rangers. I project Jacob deGrom to pitch 145 innings, which is more than his last 4 seasons combined. He's going to have a dominant 2.67 ERA. He's going to strike out more batters than innings pitched. He's also going to up his ground ball rate. 49% will be the highest of his career. I see that coming out around a 3.5 to 4 F4.
All right, I'm going to give you $500,000 in exchange for 10% of your company. felt like I was in Shark Tank right there. I love those graphics. All right, Adam, you're next.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with Lawrence Butler from the A's. Absolutely terrific hitter, just 24 years old. Last year, hit the long ball 20-plus times in just over 100 games. Unfortunately, he's not going to qualify for the Rookie of the Year competition, the AL, but he would easily be in the top 3. You're talking about a guy who can hit for power, steal bags, 20-plus stolen bags, and his defense is average at this point, which isn't even bad. If you're 24 years old, only in your first full MLB season, that's not a problem when you're playing a corner outfield position like he's playing in right field. So Lawrence Butler, the A's do not have a ton to look forward to, including that they're playing in Sacramento, but Lawrence Butler, that's one guy.
This kid is such a stud. He's going to be great for them.
Yeah, he'll be great. All right, Alex, here's the situation. We're down by 3. I got walked. Henry hit a single. Adam hit that double, so we are all on base. Bases loaded. We're down by 3. You need a walk-off.
Bring us
Who
home.
you got,
Let's
my
go.
friend?
Well, the Seattle Mariners are a team that they can't hit the ball. We know that, but they can pitch.
No.
They can certainly pitch. And
Just
Bryce
being honest.
Miller.
We're just being honest.
Bryce
cannot hit
Miller
the ball.
was a dark horse Cy Young pick last year at a sub-3 ERA, looked really good, and the big difference for me was his pitch mix. The Mariners love good fastballs, and he's got a four-seamer that's got great ride on it, so it doesn't drop as much as the league average due to gravity, and then he works off a nasty split piece. Take a look at that. It
so
tumbles
gross.
down away from lefty hitters. It's absolutely filthy. It's one of the best splitters in the game. He had that just last year. It's such a new pitch. He's a big
6 on that one. Wow.
He's a big tinker,
right by.
and he's really evolved his pitch mix to have about 8 pitches, and he's tailored it to righties and lefties this year in his first start. So I really think he can take that extra step up on the mound as well. So if you're looking for a dark horse Cy Young pick this year, give me some Bryce Miller.
Love it.
I like it. I like it. I did the math wrong. I got walked. You both hit singles. Alex hits the grand slam. We win it, and that will do it for the show this week. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on. This was a blast. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to continue the discussion and follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTV Sports. And while you're at it, give our Toss-Up socials a follow on those same platforms as well. Baseball is back, everyone. There's only one thing left to do. Throw us the pitch. We'll knock it out of the park. And as always, we'll see you next week. God bless, everyone.
Thanks for watching IUSTV Sports. Be sure to subscribe at IUSTV and follow us on Instagram and X at IUSTV Sports.